Where is Carly's mom? What exactly did the goat do? And is Spencer possessed by a demon? For years, fans have been left in the dark, wondering about the biggest mysteries from iCarly. Until now. Welcome to iConspiracy. We'll be looking at one of the oldest questions left unanswered: Spencer and his strange affinity for fire. How? Is it magic, bad luck, or is it something even more sinister? What? From the very beginning of the series, a strange connection is made between Spencer and random bursts of fire. But how and why? That's what we intend to find out today. Starting with, Spencer is a bad electrician. Let's get this boring one out of the way first. Many of Spencer's fires can be attributed to the poor wiring of his creations. And while made with the best intentions, they often lead to disastrous results.
What'd you make her?
Well, she's been saying she needs a lamp by her bed, so I made her one entirely out of gummy bears!
So you think she'll like it?
She's gonna love it. She loves it!
Spencer, while very skilled, isn't always portrayed as being the brightest member of the Shea household. Though you would think after a while he would start to learn from his mistakes.
I may be an idiot, but I'm not stupid.
After all, he was smart enough to get into law school.
Didn't Spencer go to law school for like 20 minutes?
3 days, thank you.
That aside, it still doesn't explain all the impossible instances of fire. From Christmas angels like Mitch to mystical creatures like Bigfoot and the Beeve-coon, it's no secret that iCarly sometimes likes to play with the supernatural. Which brings us to... Spencer can control fire. Pyrokinesis, or the ability to create and control fire, has long thought to be just a myth, but might explain Spencer's unusual condition. This could account for how fires are able to miraculously appear around him, even without his intention. If only he had a master to teach him. Though, if this was the case, it doesn't explain why Spencer can never seem to control it, or at the very least, attempt to.
I'm just gonna give it a few more minutes.
So if Spencer isn't the one making the fire, then that can only mean one thing, which brings us to the real reason you're here. Spencer is cursed. This theory has long been tossed around as the reason for why fires sprout up around Spencer, usually at inopportune times.
You started a fire at the fire department?
Well, yeah.
But why? Well, looking at what we already know, Spencer and Carly share a very large multi-floor apartment, and that's before Spencer strikes it rich.
Gold leaf martini? Yes, please.
You can really taste the gold.
This alone is hard to believe, but considering that Spencer is also a struggling artist at the time, something doesn't add up. Is it possible that at some point Spencer made a deal with a powerful entity in exchange for financial gain? Adding to this, while Spencer wasn't in law school very long, he was there long enough to learn one very important thing.
If there's one thing I learned in my 72 hours of law school, it's that every contract has a loophole.
Using his oddly specific legal knowledge about contracts, did Spencer dupe the devil and keep the wealth? Now, Spencer is forever cursed, forced to have his greatest creations turned to dust while suffering for the rest of his days.
Do you know how much time and money I spent on these presents?
I guess the electromagnet.
Why couldn't you have just gotten a regular tree? One that didn't set all the presents on fire?
But wait, something still doesn't add up. If Spencer is cursed, then why do the fires always seem to lead him to better outcomes? Could it be that Spencer is actually blessed? In iChristmas, the fire on Spencer's magnetic tree causes Carly to wish for an alternate reality, one where Spencer is considered normal. But after less than a wonderful journey, she learns to appreciate her brother's quirkiness, and the two are brought even closer together.
Spencer, you're not normal, but you did build a nice tree.
And in I Want to Stay with Spencer, when Granddad Shay wants to raise Carly himself, the fire forces Spencer to realize he's not responsible enough.
You were right, okay? I am irresponsible. Carly should go live with you.
Spencer!
Well, I'm glad you see it my way, Spence. You can come visit any time you like.
But after taking stock of what's truly important, Spencer is able to prove that he is the right person to look after Carly and gain their granddad's approval. And in I Got a Hot Room, where Carly's room gets destroyed and Spencer isn't even there, the fire... Wait a sec. Spencer isn't even there? That can't be right. Then how could...
So I made her one entirely out of gummy bears!
Gummy bears! Gummy bears!
It can't be. But it's there. Every single time! The fire that burnt down Carly's room also destroyed their grandmother's watch, something neither Spencer nor Carly knew about, but led to a huge insurance payout allowing Spencer to buy Carly a swanky new room. And even in the new series, the thing that led to Spencer's immense amount of wealth.
It was an accident. I left it next to my cell phone, which broke out into a spontaneous fire. Anyway, now I own a falcon named Jericho.
And despite it being years later, what's still there? You guessed it. It's the gummy bears! In conclusion, whether Spencer is unlucky, magic, cursed, or even blessed, there is one thing we can all agree on. Whenever something does catch on fire, it's sure to be a laugh riot.
Wasn't supposed to catch on fire, was it?
Never is.
But what do you think? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to share your craziest iCarly theory. Until next time, this is iConspiracy. Thanks for watching.